Were you one of those children that was fortunate of having TV in their house while growing up?
No TV. TV. My father was a hunter. So
hello everyone. I am so glad to welcome you to another episode on Chat with the Elderly on The Great TV. I remain your host, will be your host, forever your host, Zach Gill. And today I am very, very much... Wait, first of all, I just want to say thank you to our guest. It was not easy bringing him on this show. He's a very, very, very busy person. Well, but somehow, he found a way, and we are here today to have this interview, this chat with him. And I hope you have stayed glued to this and you watched to the end. Thank you. So I will not say his name. He'll be the one to say his name. So, but I'll just say his name is Sajo because I want to use that to make him start talking. All right. Good afternoon, Sajo.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How have you been?
Thank God, everything is fine.
All right. So, can you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, my name is Nnadi Joseph. I had a title in my community. Now, that is the Prime Minister of my community.
Oh, wow.
And I'm also a staff of University of Nigeria, Nsukka. And in the church, in Catholic Church, I'm also a participant in the Catholic Church, so from the diocese down to the parish. Currently now my parish is Immaculate Heart of Mary Parish, and I hold so many posts that very place, numerous to mention.
I will not say much. I know him better than he said already. He has a whole lot. The one I don't know is that he's an Onowu, and I'm very, very much privileged to be speaking with an Onowu of Ejo Onobukwa, I guess.
No, it's from Oboleke, and that is my community. Is Ajorogu community in Oboleke. Oboleke is in Obolo town and under Udenu local government area of Enugu State.
So I'm still currently in the southeast. So this place is mentioned actually in the southeast. So sir, can you tell us how old you are?
Well, I'm close now to 64 years.
Ooh. Yeah. You're almost a grandpa, or you're already a grandpa, I guess.
Well, I've not reached grandpa, but
you're close.
I'm clocking down to that side.
By God's grace, you definitely get there. How was your childhood like? Can you take us back to when you were a child, how it was for you? What was the experience like?
Yeah, during my youth age, starting from that's the years 1970s or a bit late 60s, the life there is very joyful. Very joyful in the sense that we are under our parents, and whatever our parents ask us to do, we must definitely obey them. And we grew up with that. We believed that that time that they were torturing us, but now we are seeing that the education or the lessons they gave us that time is what of it today, because that is what is just holding us both spiritually and also physically. So in my youth age, that particular youth age, I grew up in the village, born and brought up in the village, and I believe that every other person now, wherever you're living, either your parents must have come from the village. Because if you call me a village boy or a village man, I'm really a village man and a village person, because everybody comes up from that particular village. Yeah. Even if the town is a village.
Everybody has a root.
So that my youth age, as I said, I grew up under my parents. I obeyed my father mostly because he would take us to farm. He bought a hoe for me at the age of around 8 years. So you must definitely follow him to farm, and he will teach you how to farm. As I'm growing, he bought hoes according to my height and my age.
Was it like a birthday gift?
No, it's really a birthday gift that time.
So once you are 8, any years, you didn't give you a new hoe?
Yes, if you grow up after 3 years, you will buy another hoe that your hand can carry. So that will just help you to cultivate as large as possible. So that also, from there I learned now I'm a farmer.
Okay.
Because another one again is that my mother gave birth to women, that is girls. They were only 4, and before we could grow up, to that particular age of maturity, those ones that have been also married out. Because I'm the 7th child of my mother.
Oh wow.
So what she did is that she converted all of us, the males, both the ones that senior us and those of us, the children, want to become women. You have to cook. You have to prepare food. You have to do everything. Every type of food, you must definitely do it. Or be my this and that.
Yeah.
So that my youth age there, that is what I learned from that particular place. So and also, even in our primary school age, we fought too. We had a group of fighter group. We fought very well. This group, if you are not in our group, we must definitely try you to see if I can beat you, to cause trouble so that another pro will come. Well, each day we'll prepare, we'll fight and remain for another day to continue the fight. And that is not like now, that period, after fighting like that, the next day we'll become friends. Those ones who fought, when they see that we cannot beat them, they will become our friend. And we grew up like that. Until today, all of us now, even from that primary school to secondary school, we are this time around, we all read throughout the university. And those classmates, we are bonded very well now as good friends. We have forgotten that period of fighting. Mm-hmm.
So the fighting was not basically like people were fighting for anything. It was just fun and a way of playing.
Yeah, not really playing, but that time, during that period, our own, they will, children, they may have fun of, giving you one name or the other. You will tell them that I don't want this name, and they will continue. Then you have to fight. So when you beat up that fellow, you will stop that.
Did they give you any name?
Well, they didn't give me proper because I was my own fighting. I was just helping somebody. I was just helping a friend.
I remember any name, even if it's just one or two names.
Yeah, like that is one of my friends because his eyes entered very well. It's not the eyeballs are not as purged as possible.
Yeah.
So it entered in. So they were calling him Fimbenya because if he wants to look at something, he will just bring his eyes closed and
okay.
So and he approached her and said, "These people calling me this thing, I don't like it too. That is not my name. My name is Fimba Ogwai, and they're calling me Fimbenya. It's not good." So we warned those people. They did not stop until we beat them up. So so they stopped because somebody is telling you, don't call him
this name
or her this name.
But these days it's seen as they call it cruise in our own time. You just feel like it's a way to just like have fun about the person, but then they don't know that most time these persons they go back and start like thinking about it, and it brings about depression and a whole lot of stuff.
Even from what we learned from that period of our fighting, we use it now this time around to fight for injustice. Really, we use it now to fight for injustice. We hate anybody being
maltreated or oppressed.
So we continue, and like human rights, that's made us now to some of us to be joining human rights. We use it now, and even from that type of life, that's made my community now to seek for me and all these things to make sure that
because it's something they've known you for from
so
time.
They brought me closer.
You have quite an interesting upbringing because most times what we young people do when we're small is something when we grow, everybody leaves it and be like, that was when I was small. Especially when it comes to pertaining their faith, most people feel like, so when I was small I was praying, but now I beg, leave prayer, who prayer they help again, all this kind of stuff. My
father was a very strong Catholic. You must definitely, that as I told you, we're under them, and whatever I ask you to do, you do. I belong to Block Rosary. That is where in fact I grew up mostly. That is my most, I just at a very tender age, like Block Rosary. From that Block Rosary, I grew up in faith, strong faith, and today, that is what is holding me in Catholic Church.
Well, that's quite interesting. So, like, do you remember any game you played very well as a child?
Football.
Wow.
No. I played football from my primary school to secondary school. But my height, my height, I shout. Because, my height denied me playing senior. I played junior throughout because when I was in secondary school, I wasn't above 4 feet 6. I was just between 4 feet 4, 4 feet 5. I didn't even get up to 5 feet. So it's a miracle that I think I have now grown up to that. So I played football throughout. I represented my primary school, secondary school in even the state. I played at the national level. That was when secondary school played secondary school game, primary school game. Not quite unlike this time around. Yeah.
So, but do you still play football now?
No, I've left it for my children.
Oh, okay. Is there a particular time where you leave sports for your children?
Yeah, that is leaving it for the children because, like now, there are so many other activities now.
That's taking your time.
Taking my time, and if one talks about now, having exercise, I told you now I'm a farmer because I go out, I farm, I do all these things. So
okay. You can take farming for exercise. I don't know. Can we take farming for exercise?
Yeah, that's what I do myself. Some other people will just take like a walk. I just do this thing. But I take my own as an exercise because when I handle my hoe, I cultivate and the sweat will come and all these things.
But I don't know who told African parents that exercise is all about sweating and bringing out sweat from your body. Sha. Is that all it is? Because me, I don't know. Because me, I used to sweat a lot if I eat finish. If I finish eating, I sweat too. So is eating an exercise also? I don't know. Please, you can also say that's the correct.
It's an exercise.
How is that even possible?
If you're a gluten, is an exercise. Or moreover, if you're eating hot food constantly, it's an exercise.
Oh, gluten, they are fat. They are not fit.
No, when you eat very well now, you continue. That is, it's an exercise. They will bring one plate, you finish. The other one, they will do.
People should help me, please. Now I'm confused. I don't know which one is right again. Okay. So, what's like that one childhood memory that you can't just forget about it?
No, yeah. Well, the one is this block rosary I just said. Secondly, is our moon night play, which we normally
Tales in moonlight.
Tales and all these things within the village square. That time, no, the world is so sweet.
The moon is always bright.
The moon is so bright. We'll circle ourselves.
So is it like the moon is not bright again?
No, the moon is still bright now, but now fear and all this insecurity and all this.
Yeah, true.
That time, parents are not even afraid, and you don't have fence. Like in our village. That's the reason I told you I love village life. Anybody talking about this, because when you come to town now, everybody just, even if you watch this place I'm living, it's unfenced.
Yeah.
So I've been, born and brought up in area, living in a free environment. So that time, that is, these two things is what I don't forget. Free tales, and that is also. And after eating around 7:38, somebody will just, clink a gong, and we'll all circle that very place. Some elders will come there to tell us some tales. From that kind 8 o'clock to around 10, we dismiss. Oh. And that will help us also in primary school.
Oh, that was like another gathering again, another small gathering.
So, yeah.
Our Tales in Moonlight now is in the cinemas. I don't know anywhere they do Tales in Moonlight. These days, all of us, the people pack their children and go to cinemas. That's where we do our Tales in Moonlight. We are now, is it what they call us there? Well, I can't remember. What do you enjoy doing, like during your free time, apart from farming? Like, what's that thing you do when you are free? You don't have anything. No, you're not going to work. You're not doing. What's that thing you do at your leisure time?
It depends. That is personally. That one. At my leisure time, I do sleep. If with my leisure time, I do sleep.
A lot of us are like this.
I do sleep. Like some of the people, they want to have a leisure, they will go to bar and all these things. If I want to relax myself, I'll just get something like beer and all this I want to take. Okay. I'll take at least one bottle. With some of my family members, even if it's with my wife, and I will sleep.
Oh, so it's a beer and a sleep.
Beer and sleep. At that time, so if there is light, and as a footballer, and I want to watch matches, I will on the television
and watch match.
And watch, either the leagues, Premier Leagues, and all these things.
Were you one of those children that was fortunate of having TV in their house while growing up?
No TV. TV. My father was a hunter, so the only thing I enjoyed is that I eat meat very well.
A lot of meat.
And he even taught me how to shoot. Oh. I was also a hunter.
Aside farming, you hunt too?
I hunt very well.
So what's that thing, that one thing you've always wanted to do? You still want to do that thing, but some things are just stopping you. What's that thing you've always wanted to do? My father, wanted me to be a priest. And I had a desire for that also. But unfortunately, maybe it's God's will, as I might call it. Because during the entrance, that is during that time, the entrance examination to secondary school, I thought that my father even gave money to my elementary teacher to buy a seminary school form for me. I didn't even know what they were just discussing that time, but I had that particular desire. He knew I had it. And he had the desire that one of his child must be a priest. So I took the exam, and after the whole thing, when the result came out, he asked me, I told him, what? I made a 30 aggregate. He said, 30 aggregate? I said, yes. I was okay, that's good. So, which seminary school are you going? Hey, I told him, I don't know. It's my teacher that will just tell you. So he asked me to go and call the teacher. The teacher came. So the teacher was asking the teacher. The teacher told him, no,
in secondary school, hi, the man was so furious, very, very furious. So he even decided, okay, that I'm not going to train him again. If he's secondary school, he should buy another phone. So my other brother just said, okay, forget about that, let him just continue. That seminary school comes up, maybe when he finished secondary school, he will just enter. So as I was finishing my secondary school, there was this financial, I was, just like my mates were just trying to take up job and all this. And I had a desire at that time. When I approached one of the priests, he said, Bishop Okobo, that was around 1990s now. Bishop Okobo will meet him. Then Bishop Okobo said, I don't know how, he just said, my friend, since you're getting into the university, finish your university first and all these things. So at times when I just finished and I met him, he said, your age is above those people that go to seminary school. So like fun. That is how I got married. Wow. So, and my seminary school.
Nollywood movies, they used to make up this scene where their mother would be like, if you not do this, I'll just die. I'll just kill myself. I thought they used to make it up. I don't know that African parents can be like that on the nerves. I've not experienced that with my parents. Maybe because I'm still small. I'm not small, but what's that thing you feel young people of nowadays that we enjoy, or what's that thing that exists now for us that during your time you dare not, or it did not really exist for you people?
Those things, there are many, they are numerous. I told you I grew up under my parents. Okay. You have to listen to your parents to the core. During our period, you don't go and say, I'm going to marry without your parents having that consent and at least knowing the family you're going to marry from. So nowadays, the youth of nowadays marry through YouTube. They marry through WhatsApp. They marry through the one they call X. They marry through the one they call many things there. Many things they are married through.
But they still take their partners home now for their parents to see too.
Yes, they will now take the partner home for the parents only to know that they have already married, not for the parents to decide or ask them a question. How then did you come about this? Because the only thing now is that the girl might have been living with the boy for years, and from there they have already agreed. Maybe they have even gone to court to sign their marriage, this in there. Before the parents they will tender the marriage certificate.
There's nothing they can do about it.
Then they will ask them to continue married. And that's the reason why nowadays there was a wedding we attended. Some of my friends attended at Enugu.
You did not go for the wedding?
I did not go because God knew that maybe He knew what is going to happen that day and removed me from. So the guy came back and said, how quick have you just said that they saw drama that day? That is the WhatsApp marriage now. So they were there, but they fought. The two of them, they have forgotten all those what they are doing, how long they lived. What happened? They fought that very place before the
marriage day.
Before the reception, people have already been called on the high tables and all this table set. So they're waiting for them to come out. Okay. They had quarrel at that place and they fought. And from there, they pulled out all their clothes and everybody just dispersed. That is nowadays.
So the wedding ended after the wedding?
The wedding ended.
Wait, the marriage ended immediately after the wedding?
The wedding ended after the wedding.
So for your 50-something years of life you've lived, do you have any regrets?
If I say regret now, I'm questioning my God, and He can slap me now. I don't have any regret. I don't have any regret. Because even my wife, He gave me. He's giving me a lot of joy,
Some of us can't relate.
Give me a lot of joy.
How did you meet your wife? And how did you know she was your wife? You're just talking about it right now.
So how I met her was that I had a business outfit, pharmaceutical shop.
Okay.
And she was also with the father. The father was a staff of university, living at University Road at that time. And he felt sick. He came to my shop. So we diagnosed malaria and all this, and we treated him. So the treatment we gave him he said was very fantastic because he has never received such treatment. And he told the child to go and greet us, I and my workers that time. So that time, the people I'm just staying with, some elderly people that have been coming, I narrated the episode of my mother and all these things. So every evening they will just come around, we chat, and we'll be sharing some wisdoms around. So that time I came back, and they told me, somebody you are going to marry is here. Say, say it's inside our place. I thought we just laughed as you laughed now. So as we were chatting, she was with one of my workers. So she came out, and they said that this is the fellow who say you're going to. I said, how do you know that this? He said that they had a discussion, and they shared a discussion with her, and such a discussion showed that he's a marriable lady. So we just jokishly, chatted. Then one other person again, who is just in front of my shop, said, I know her parents too. And I said, he said he's from my village. I said, we are from which village? He said, it's okay. Who? He said, I should even know one of the mother's relation and all this. I mentioned, and it was three of them mentioned as being my good friends. I said, that is how I just said, okay, well, let me just go and know their family. So he led me to that very place. I went there and told the parents, this is my first time of coming into parents' house for a lady. It's not for friendship. And it's not for friendship. I just want to come here to see you because you sent her to thank us. And you don't even see me for the first time. I'm the fellow that treated you through my nurses and all this. So we chatted that time, just as I just said. I took some cola and all these things there. We entertained ourselves and all this, and then. So when I was coming out, they asked her to escort me. And the parents said that she has not been, close to any man. So they were surprised also that she escorted me. So on the way, I told her, see, this one way you could follow me up to this level. I didn't come for friendship. That if it is, go and tell them that if you like me, it's for marriage. So that is how it is. And she came back and said that she came back with the father at the said, this is exactly what you said is correct. Okay. I said, okay, we are going to pray.
So she just followed you from her house and you told her if she likes you it's for marriage.
Yes. So we prayed. We had a novena, and that is the novena we had is the rosary. This time around, I don't know whether people who are going to marry will now even pray. They don't even, I don't know. But we prayed. This chapel,
we'll check
Immaculate.
Zodiac sign now to check for compatibility.
Check
Zodiac
for the
sign, yes.
Zodiac.
Yes, Zodiac
okay,
sign.
Zodiac
Gemini
sign.
and Libra.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. That's what we do now.
And even the other one, what they call that one, Scorpion. Scorpion and this is. So this is how, and that's the reason why when they marry now, the Scorpion will come out and the snake will just go down there to scatter everything. So, but that's it. But we went through our Mother Mary, and we did it in that chapel, Immaculate Heart of Mary Convent here. So, and after that, our prayer point was, God, if we are going to marry,
let this work.
If it doesn't, let us disperse within these 9 days. That has been our prayer point.
Wow. So. I don't know, but I feel young people these days are suffering, because some of them, they have prayed. They've done novenas too. She just followed you from her house to the road and you people started doing novena. I'll be following one man for like 20 years now. And there's no sights of them getting married anytime soon. But God is going to continue helping us. Everybody have their different story. I keep believing. That's the hope.
One, there is difference between praying with your heart and praying with your mouth.
What is that thing you feel? If you see all these young people now, if you have this opportunity to draw one of our ear and sit us down and tell us what is that one thing or two things or three things that if you see any young person, you have the privilege, the chance to sit this person down and tell this person, see you. If you don't do it like this or you don't do it this way, it don't be for you.
I usually shed tears for youth of nowadays. Girls of nowadays are, because they don't listen to their parents, they have become they have become a den of hunters. Let me just say, where hunters will just go there, get them, kill them, dissect them and throw them away. But they still go there. They still go there because of what? Money. Look at this hookup. Parents will give a birth to a child. The mother will just carry the child for 9 months, give birth to the child, nurse the child, and when the child gets up to 17, 16 years, she will just throw herself out to the ritualists because they don't listen to their parents. This time around, a child will give out her phone number, paste it somewhere. So somebody will be calling the phone. You don't know the fellow. Any hotel they call you, go. You stay there. What they're doing with you don't even know. I will just cite one example. There is one hotel along this road. Try and go there by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and you see a little bit of what is happening within all these hotels everywhere. Then coming to the side of male, the youth, all of them now have just joined this human ritualists, thinking that they are looking for money. And even those girls also in search of money. But during our own time, what your parents gave you is enough. Okay, like what people are just doing now. People are doing this thing now. If you have it in your YouTube, then from people watching this now, you're teaching them that moral. This is the moral. Your people watching it now, you'll be making some money from it. There are some other things like these people living here, there are some of the girls living in very close to us here. They have learned some entrepreneurial works. So each time you see them, they're so close here and different ones. There are so many entrepreneurial things that these girls and boys are supposed to learn now, but they don't want to suffer. They don't want to suffer because they want to make quick money, and that's the reason why they are being used. The use of nowadays has rotted. Let me just use that word. But the time is still left for them. That is okay. They still have a lot of good time now to come back. When they come back now, and the only way they come back is coming back to God. There is no other place where they're going to get happiness other than God. And the money God gives you is the sweetest money you are going to enjoy in life.
So he's saying, in essence, hold yourself. We should learn to hold ourselves. We should learn to be patient and wait for our own time. Waiting for your own time is not just about money too, but the love we are chasing. We should be able to wait for our own time, because whatever God gives to you, that's where you find the best kind of fulfillment you can ever get anywhere. So hold yourself. My sister, hold yourself. My brother, hold yourself. Thank you so much, sir, for that. What's one valuable lesson life has taught you?
One valuable lesson that life has taught me is just being patient for God. Wait for God in anything you're doing, and the Lord will bless you. Wait for God in anything you're doing. And where I started learning that particular lesson is that I prayed for it. I asked our Mother Mary. Our Mother Mary has 10 virtues. The virtues, I requested for humility, and God through Mary granted me that humility. Endurance is patience and kindness and so on and so forth. So suppose the moment you get the virtue of that humbleness, if you are humble, all these things in the world people are chasing here and there, you will just see it as just this sand.
So one valuable lesson is follow God.
Follow God. Follow God. And whatever it directs you to do it, and things will be normal for you.